All right, welcome back. Another episode, Beauty Beats and Balance.
Welcome.
As you can see, we are still social distancing, self-quarantine, staying at home.
Yes, we're here.
Yep. I'm still rocking my quarantine beard, no shave, while we away.
And I decided just to put a wig on today, y'all. Y'all ain't getting no makeup for me today.
You ain't got no makeup on?
Nope.
Oh.
I'm fresh faced.
I couldn't even tell.
I'm fresh faced, and so if I'm glowing or do this podcast, it's because,
Yeah.
I said, for what?
All right.
I love y'all. But
yeah, we love y'all. On a serious note, hope everybody is safe and healthy and your family is doing all right.
Yes.
And hope you are getting through this without going too crazy.
Yes.
Yes.
I woke up today in a mood.
Today?
Yeah. I woke up today. I was really missing my clients today. And I cried a little.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because I really miss my clients.
What do you miss about them?
Well, I mean, I did a post on Facebook about it, but I basically, I miss my fellowship with my clients.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And I know people look at it like it's a money thing. And of course, I miss having an income.
Right.
A steady income. But really I feel like hurt me the most is that I don't see my girls every week or every 2 weeks like I usually do,
Yeah.
I see my girls more than I see my family, my extended family.
Mm-hmm.
And I miss them, when we usually got stuff going on, I'm usually at the salon and I can talk through stuff with my clients and,
gossip and stuff.
But we will always gossip. Like, we really help each other, whether we need to vent about something or whether we need to bounce ideas off each other or just center each other. Like, it's really good for my mental health.
Yeah.
And I hadn't had that in, how long we been home?
It's about 3 weeks at least, right?
And it started to take a toll on me because I'm used to that connection with my clients. Like, they're like my family.
Yeah.
And I'm missing them. Shoot. And
I can understand that because even with some of my clients, I don't necessarily miss y'all, but I miss being in the studio. Like you said, that camaraderie. Somebody commented on the picture I posted the other day. He can't wait till we get back so he can check me again. Yeah, so we missed that, and even with Isaac, what I'm saying, he been doing a live stream from Hope. So I tuned into that, and I just the people commenting and interacting and all of that. You kind of miss that social interaction with people. So
I miss church.
Yeah.
I miss going to church and but yeah, it's just, and then you gotta think about it. I've been taking care of my clients for a lot of years. A lot of my clients are standing clients.
Right.
I've been servicing my girls for many, many years. Some for as long as 13 years.
Mm-hmm.
And to stop that pattern and not care, my joy is to care for my clients and they're here and to have that taken away from me right now and knowing that they're out there, some of them are struggling, it's doing something to me. And I miss them, and I can't wait till I can take care of them again.
Yeah, well, hopefully it won't be too long. It seems like, they said that the curve is flattening a little bit and the social distancing is working and
praise God.
Everything should be headed back in the same, in the right direction. I don't think it'll necessarily be an overnight thing or a quick fix, but
just to hear the positive is good.
Oh yeah.
I have been forced to look at this thing, this sheltering in place and all this halt of our lives. I'm looking at it in a positive way. And probably because you have to at this point. Like,
if you don't,
then I feel sorry for you if you're sitting at home just depressed.
Well, I mean, some people might be depressed.
But you have phases.
Yeah.
Like, I have phases of depression and ups, downs, and all arounds. But if you just constantly just thinking about the negative, that's not good. So you got to think about some of the positives.
Right. Or just turn the news off sometimes. You can't watch.
Oh yeah.
Can't watch this about.
Yeah. And so I think personally that it's forcing us to just do a lot of things that we didn't really expect to do.
All right. Yeah, for sure. For sure. I mean, even from just, just spending time with the family and being around the family, and of course, the homeschooling and all of that, and just being locked in and sheltered in with somebody.
Yeah, I feel like that, people are saying, what's the new normal going to be, and, who knows? Who knows what the new normal is going to be? But, this has kind of forced us to look at our children more and look at our mates more and look at ourselves more. Like, I mean, I can't tell somebody what to do on this time of, because we're not, I mean, everybody's not at home, but if you're sheltered in place, it's a great opportunity to look at maybe like looking at maybe reading a new book or meditation. Personally, I have been, talking to God more, meditation, because my mind is just going. And so to find my peace, I'm trying to find my peace with God. Like I'm trying to let Him strengthen me, because this is it's a process. But I think it's also just a time to do it. Like He's given us this time to stop and look at ourselves and strengthen ourselves. So I actually have a new podcast, and I'm what is it called, Walt? It's a good one too. It's called
While you find that out,
I can't think of it.
Can you look it up? While she's trying to find that, I'll just kind of piggyback on what she was saying. A thought that I've been having is, like, honestly, 2 or 3, I would say 3 weeks ago, before all this started, and we had any idea about we were going to be sheltered in place and stay at home, like, I would find myself, praying about having the ability to spend more time with the family, or being able to slow down a little bit and, not necessarily work on some of the things I've been forced to work on because you're in the rat race and you hustling and doing all that, but some personal things that I've been wanting to do. And so some people you got to look at it, it's a blessing. It's a blessing in disguise, because if you're healthy, your family's healthy, all of that, then you got to look at it as a blessing, because it's allowing us to slow down, to tap into other things that we've been wanting to do, to be more creative, to be more, have more time with your family, with God or whatever. And so I look at it as it's been a blessing, to be able to slow down and just soak in the sun some, even like the weather's been nice, I can sit outside and just kind of just chill a little bit, versus, that it's an hour, it might be an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours now, versus 2 or 3 minutes in the past, you know what I'm saying? So again, I was looking for some time to spend with the family and to slow down and just decompress on.
That's crazy you say that, because we were just talking about how we just passing ships in the night. We were just talking about that. And now we like, bam.
All up in my face all the time.
Bam! What you doing?
I don't droplets. What you doing?
If I got it, you got it. Anyway, but it's so, the way I see it too, it's like it is helping us do more. Like we're exercising more. I get to run outside, and I didn't have the time to do that before.
Right.
I'm taking the kids with me on walks, and I'm cooking more, and so they're having healthier meals and home cooked meals. And I can get creative because I ain't got nothing else to do. Well, I mean, I have been working.
Right, but like I said, being creative,
I can be creative in the kitchen.
Yeah, using some of that stuff that's in the back of the pantry that that you weren't going to use regularly.
But the podcast is called On Purpose. I found
On Purpose.
On Purpose with Jay Shetty.
Okay.
On Purpose. It's really good. So I'm so happy I found his podcast. So I'm about to binge listen. And I think you can watch him too. So I think I'm gonna try to find him on YouTube or something. But yeah, and another thing I think that's going on is my skin is getting better.
Yep.
Shut up. I can't stand you. No, for real, yeah. I have a problem with adult acne and breakouts. And I don't know, for some reason I have not had a breakout since we've been off. So
I think just probably just the rest and just being able to decompress and breathe some and just.
So now I'm trying to figure out what causes my flare-ups now. Is it makeup? Wearing makeup? I don't know. But I don't know. We'll have to figure that out. But I mean, I still got one little acne scar left. But besides that, that's just a scar. But I usually have them all over, and you know, I have flare-ups, and so my skin is doing better. You know.
I lost a little weight.
Did you?
Yeah, just from riding that bike. You know, my daughter, she wants to ride the bike every day. So we got one that can ride the bike, and then we got one that she doesn't have her own bike, but she has a bike that her older sister has, so it's too big for her, and it doesn't have training wheels.
Oh.
So
are you teaching her?
I'm trying to teach her, but I have to hold her up on the bike and run up and down the street all day with her. Right. And then go ride a bike with the big one.
Yeah.
But on top of that, I'm not up all night at the studio eating snacks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it would be like, you know, and I was telling somebody the other day, I would try to fight it, but you know, like, you know, 7, 8, 9 o'clock, you know, I'm like, okay, I'm going to eat a Nutri-Grain bar or something like that. About 11 or 12, now I'm eating chips, and then by 1, 2 o'clock, I'm eating chocolates and cookies and cakes and everything. Yes, I'm talking about you. Now go back in the back. Yes, and so that's one of the bike riders right there. But yeah, so I lost a couple pounds, you know, and again, not running on the treadmill at the gym, but you know, running outside, you know, is a whole different animal, you know. So yeah,
hopefully I'm maintaining my weight. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I have been running. I've been jogging because one of the parents said, I saw you jogging around the neighborhood. I try to get out there whenever the weather's nice. We're about to get out there today. But
but it's just been some good healing and good time with the family. It's always good.
And you know, the earth is probably healing.
Yeah, true.
You know, because everybody's sitting.
Right. Yeah, I mean less pollution.
Yeah, and you know, it could be a number of reasons why this is happening. Right. But you have to see the positive of it all, but I know we're going through just mixed emotions. I wake up and I don't know how I'm gonna feel that next morning. I don't know if I know the other morning I got up and I went outside and I laid in the trampoline, just laid there. And I know I was like, you okay?
I mean, I saw you up there, said she just, you know.
I just had to go out there and talk to God, y'all, because I'm like, woo! But you know, you just have these, I'm just saying, don't feel like you're the only one. We are all going through emotions, and especially you have to get up and talk. You know, like me personally, I handle a lot of the bills, so I'm getting up every day trying to call all the creditors and see, you know, this, that, and the other, and you know, and it's just, it can be stressful, y'all, but we will get through it. Yeah,
and it's, you know, it's a test of faith. It's a test of faith and a test of, you know, fortitude and what you believe in and how strong you are, and you know how you choose to deal with things, because you know, if you know, some people have deal with things differently. They've been through things, tragedies, different things, so they process and do things different. I'm speaking from experience. You know, I process some things probably different than some other people might process them, right? So you know, it's just everybody has their own way of dealing with it and processing it, but it is a time to lean on your faith and your whatever you believe in and your family, right? Yeah. That's what it's all about.
Yeah. Because you got to ask for peace. That's what I've been asking for a lot, is just peace. Just peace of mind, because, you know, on top of this happening, you know, you got other things going on. You got to think about people that had other things going on before this all happened. Right. And so it's just compound and just on top of each other. And so I think this is a great opportunity to find that peace, you know, and right now, if you know, if you can. But we gonna get through it. We've been through a lot lately.
We have.
We've been through a lot, period. Because how long been ago? 22 years?
Yep.
Oh, child. Me and Watson been through some stuff.
We have. Been through a lot of world-changing events.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think the first one was Y2K.
No. The first was 9/11.
When was 9/11?
Was it 9/11? Oh, yeah. That's right. My bad.
Okay.
Y'all don't listen to me.
So again, the first thing was
that was Y2K, man. I'm picturing, because, you know, we were all, you know, me and Waddell was together then, and we were at his house. That's right, he was at your house. So we were still in contact, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was on campus on 9/11, so it had to be still at the house. But I remember Y2K. You know, everybody thought the world was gonna end.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that's crazy. Oh, okay. I'm thinking about the Mayan calendar too. Remember they thought the world was gonna end then too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And we went to the Mayan ruins and asked them. Remember we went to
You asked them. I didn't ask them.
I asked them. I said, what do you mean? What the calendar mean, people? It's your calendar. Tell me what it means.
The Mayan,
he told us, he was like, it's new beginnings. Right. But anyway,
yeah, so Y2K, right? So
we were all at Walter's house,
right? And you know they were like,
oh yeah, because Chris was little.
Yeah, you know my brother
was over there. Yeah. We were all together, y'all, waiting on it.
Yeah, because they were like at midnight. You know, it's like it wasn't gonna flip over to the zeros or whatever it is, the digital.
And everything's gonna come to a stop.
Yeah, well, they were like, the world gonna end.
Man,
computer systems gonna shut down. You know, all that type of stuff. So yeah, it was. That was a scary time. It was scary because you just don't know. And you know, you listen. Of course, you know the media hype everything up. So we were sitting there and you know doing the countdown, and it flipped over, and we were like, you know, everybody kind of paused for a minute, and we were like, okay, yeah.
Well, we here.
We keep rolling. Yeah. So that was Y2K, and then
9/11.
9/11, right, which was in 2001, right?
Oh yeah,
the next year, right?
Yeah. Okay,
right.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that's right, because that's not quick fed.
Mm-hmm. And so you know, if I can remember, you know, being at I was at the dentist. I was sitting in a dentist chair, and you know, you can have the little TVs up where you can look, and it happened then. So then I left the dentist, and I went to a class at U of M. I was in class, went to my music class, and we were sitting in class talking about it. And then by then, that was like probably 11 or 12, you know, during the day. And by then, it was pretty apparent it was serious. So yeah, it was crazy from there. But yeah, I remember that.
Forget. You know, I was staying with April, and I saw it on TV before I left for class. So I had already saw it, and so I was a little distraught. And of course, when I get to campus, everybody talking about we about to go. Don't worry about the end again, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a test that day in my it was like a criminal justice class or something. I couldn't stand that woman. She was like a racist black woman. It was weird. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I told her the story about the police coming to y'all house. Remember that time when they said Chris down 911? Mm-hmm. Remember, because the police came and they was trying to say it was something going on in the house, and they were trying to say because Elena was there and Chris was there, and they were trying to say the baby was crying. And remember the police came, they were like trying to arrest y'all. Mm-mm. Oh my God, he would forget something like that, but I remember that.
I don't remember that.
Remember?
I don't.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Well, anyway,
we at my house.
Yes. Because Chris dialed 911 by mistake, and they said that
I kind of remember him dialing 911.
That they said Elena was screaming for help because they were trying to get y'all in trouble, like the police was lying. Because they were like, if it was so much going on here, why isn't Chris crying? Why isn't the baby upset? I remember you said that.
It kind of is?
Yes. Anyway.
I don't remember that.
Okay. That's something to forget. Okay. So anyway, so I was mad at this woman because I kind of told her that story because it was kind of like racial profiling, and you guys were, you know, black men,
we were young black, with a house, for sure.
And she just kind of made it seem like y'all so dope or something. Mm-hmm. So
I'm sure our neighbors thought that anyway. You know, we had all the loud music playing, and you know, back then everybody was pulling over with rims and spinners and loud,
what's
music
that line
bumping. And
Andre say, what they doing in the dungeon? Talking about it. What's that line? Oh my gosh! When you talking about the cooking, but it ain't dope. But they cooking on music. I can't think of the line right now. But anyway, that's what they were doing. They were making music, not dope. But anyway, anyway, I did not like that woman, and so that's the class I had to go to that day. And she was like, "They don't know about it yet. So just go ahead and sit down and take your test." I said, "Well, I know about it, and I'm distraught, so I'm not taking no test." And I walked out, and I dropped her class with her racist self. Mm-hmm. I wish I remember her name.
No.
Anyway.
Okay, so then we had Y2K, and then we had
9/11,
and then Katrina, yep. And so I remember sitting on the couch, you know, watching all the Katrina stuff, and it was. I just remember thinking, because y'all had just gotten back from Essence like a little while before, you know.
A couple of weeks.
Yeah, like before it really all went down.
It was hurricane weather during the Essence
Yeah,
here.
so I remember sitting there thankful, like, I'm glad they made it back before all this went down, because yeah, that was some rough stuff down there in you know.
That was just traumatizing.
Or the Gulf period, yeah.
Yeah, that was traumatizing to see all our people like that down there. That was, oof. And I remember though, I don't know if you remember this, but you remember when Spike Lee did When the Levees Broke? And I remember I was staying in those apartments. And we were watching it. That was the first apartment I had.
Which one?
Before I moved in with you briefly.
Yeah.
You remember we was watching When the Levees Broke? And so that was the very first time I asked you what happened at the tornado. The tornado story. That was my first time asking you.
Really?
I'll never forget that. Because I had never asked you what happened. I never asked you, like, give me the play-by-play. But that night I asked you.
Oh, okay.
And it was like a movie when you told me. I'll never forget.
Yeah, it was like a movie.
But yeah, so that I always remember that when I think about Katrina, because I never asked you to share that story with me until that happened. And we've been there for a while.
Yeah, I might write a book or something.
You need to write a book.
Like a book.
Yeah, Walter's life has been spared several times.
Yes.
And you know,
so I'm here for something, for sure. I'm here for something.
Maybe somebody else tell him here, listen.
I know. I got it.
Anyway, but we've been through a lot.
Yeah, so that was Katrina was like that was like 05, 06. Katrina was.
And nothing has happened since then.
I mean, we had the little recession, I guess, but that wasn't like a.
Oh yeah, the housing market fell.
Yeah.
We got through that. We kind of really dodged a bullet then. Like, we had just bought our house before the housing market fell. You had just sold your house and got a good profit, and that helped us get our house, our new house. Yeah. So that was a blessing too, you know. God will take care of you.
Yeah. So we've had we've been through a lot, and now here we are going through the COVID-19 coronavirus pandemic. Yes.
Woo.
Yes. But again, I feel like there's some light, you know, at the end of the tunnel. You know, we starting to head that way. You know.
But you know what I'm upset about though is that, you know, at first, you know, it was a joke. Even we said it on our podcast before. But you know, we thought black folks could get it. I'm saying it was a funny rumor or thing we were saying when it first started, because only white people seem to have it, right? But now it's getting kind of serious because we are amongst the most people that are dying from it. You know, a lot of people are getting it and recovering, but because we have underlying conditions, a lot of us have underlying conditions, high blood pressure, diabetes, HIV, a lot of us are dying. So we have to take it seriously, y'all, because it's real out here.
Yeah.
And I swear every time I pass Walmart, it's like the club.
Well, yeah. I mean, but for some people, that's where they go to get their essential things. So
yeah, but they're not taking any precautions. Like it's like.
I mean, but that's not just Walmart. That's everywhere. I was in Cordova.
Yeah, because
today, same thing. You know?
Yeah, so it was like a group of kids in the Kroger parking lot, just hanging out.
Yeah. Now, of course, it is us. Like I see a lot of people. You know, they shoot music videos. You know, they 30 deep and all up on each other. Yeah, all up on each other, and I'm teach his own. You know, but yeah, again, everybody's not taking it as serious. And
because not to cut you off, but you know, if you look at the stats, the numbers are higher in the young people.
Yeah. Young people they like, because they don't care. You know?
Yeah. But that's kind of.
But I mean, when you're young and dumb, you know, you do dumb things.
But it's not even like, it's like our age too. Our age, it's like we second. It's like the 21 through 30, and then it's the 30 through 40.
Well, you got some people that don't. I mean, they still don't even believe it's a real type thing, or that.
They think it's like the 5G.
Yeah, I mean, not necessarily. Yeah, people do think it's 5G, but some people just don't. They think it's just a, they don't think it's as serious, or they think it's just a.
It's a lot of conspiracy.
Yeah, a whole lot of conspiracy.
But that's the problem. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
That's just the problem with our people sometimes. It's like we don't trust the government, which we understand.
Right.
Rightfully so.
Right.
But you have a lot of misinformation out there, and it's like y'all just need to stick with like research and facts and like really see how these people are getting sick and not blame it on something like 5G. Like that's crazy. Like, because you got whole prison systems that's infected right now. Nobody's talking about that, and and then they trying to send these prisoners home so they can clean up the prisons. Like it's a big deal. Like it's like we just seeing a piece of it. But it's like we as a people need to take it seriously because our people are being affected by it worse than other people because we're not listening. We don't have, a lot of us don't go to the doctor and stuff like that. So
I mean, and even just in in some areas, it's just not a lot of testing readily available.
Exactly.
So people don't even know they have it, and you can of course you can have it and not know you have it and transmit it or pass it on to somebody else.
And that's why I was so scared to like people saying like you can work, you can still work at the house. I'm like, yeah, but that's my biggest fear is that I know for a fact that people are walking around with it and have no symptoms, and that's just scary to me. But at the same time, I do feel like the news will scare you. If you look at the numbers like today, today was 845 cases in Shelby County, right? That sounds like a lot of cases, which it is. But if you think about how many people in Shelby County, it's 936,000 people in Shelby County.
And they're not.
So.
Yeah, and they're not reporting, the people that are being, treated and sent home, or the people that survive, any of that. So we never get any of those good numbers. We just get the death tolls and people being.
Yeah, because I think out of all those people in Shelby County, I think only 19 people have died. I think that's a really good stat. Looking at how New York is dealing with this right now, I mean that's pretty good numbers. That's a blessing that we haven't seen, because we could be, if things could have got bad, we could have been like a New Orleans. Yeah.
And anybody that's people that have been affected again, prayers and thoughts, thoughts with you for sure.
Yeah, but yeah, y'all just be safe out there, and let's try to just take it seriously. Let's just try to stay at home, And if you know people that are leaving, like you have family members that leaving out, tell them like, look, just sit home, just.
And if you got to go out, put your mask and gloves on, protect yourself for sure.
Yeah, but even they talk, people got something to say about the gloves and the mask.
I mean, people have something to say anyway. First they were saying you don't wear them, then they saying you need to wear them. Then it's like
Yeah, but it's so sad that people are like, and I don't have a lot of Caucasian friends or other friends on Facebook, so the people I see talking on Facebook are black. So you got a lot of black people on Facebook putting down the mask. The mask don't work. Okay, well, if that makes you feel safe, then put the mask on. And don't talk about somebody got the mask on. Because I wear a mask myself. But you could be one of those people, you got a mask on that don't have any symptoms, and you got it.
Right.
So you're protecting somebody else from getting it from you. If you stand behind them in the Kroger line, you protecting that person from getting it. So.
Right, and they said even the doctors say the masks, of course they're not all people they're not all regulated or whatever, but the thing is it's just it could do a little bit of help, or it could provide a little bit of resistance from the virus coming in. So I'll take that little bit of resistance versus none at all, with wearing a mask. So.
Yeah, because just like that, I don't know if you heard about that bus driver in Detroit. He had made a Facebook video about a woman that got on the bus and she was coughing, wasn't covering her mouth, and he was really upset about it. And he posted like a 2.5-minute video about it, and then he died from corona. So that's why people like her, she could have put a mask on.
Yeah.
If she knew she was coughing, she could have put a mask on so that she couldn't spread her germs to that guy, because now his life is lost, and and that's just sad. So
protect yourself, protect everybody else. Yeah,
pray.
or just stay at home.
Yep, and stay at home.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard though, because it's like it's like you so social distance from your own like family, like our moms and dads. I'm just like, oh, it's like don't touch. It's like, it's like that's so hard.
Yeah, that's the rough part about it.
It's hard that I can't hug. Like I cannot wait to hug my people. Like I'm a hugger. I can't wait because I just been hugging him. I always hug him.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot wait to actually reach out and just.
Yeah, but like I said, we should be headed towards some better days. So.
Well, I'm excited about that, and I do like to focus on, are we flattening the curve? Because we know with this disease, with this virus, that we will have casualties. But I just always look for the numbers and what the bright side is, and if things are, they even said in New York that the numbers are kind of, balancing out, going back down, and that's a blessing. Because I feel sorry for New York. But if you've been to New York though, you just kind of understand though. New York is kind of like
yeah, they're right there.
I mean, even just like my friend that we stay with in Brooklyn, it's like 5 people in one apartment, so they like right on top of each other, and it's just like, what can you do?
Yeah.
But that's why I'm glad that they're getting over this hump. I hope.
Mm-hmm. All right. Enough about Corona.
Okay. So now we're gonna talk about.
So you say you've been doing the wigs?
I have been doing wigs. Okay. So yeah, let's talk about something happy. So even though I've been off work, I still have been blessed to have my clients that still need wig maintenance, unit maintenance, AP unit maintenance. And but I also just discovered today that I am able to take a more customized online orders from clients that are out of town, or clients that of course cannot come to me for a fitting, for mold. Now I can take those measurements over FaceTime or Google Duo. So that's exciting to me, because I've been wanting to service clients that aren't in the local. So I'll be able to give that customized service to the masses, hopefully. So that's exciting. I haven't been extremely busy, but what I have been getting is a blessing. And just like my client today, my clients are so good to me. I love my family. Just like my client, she sent me some money just because I helped out today on what products to pick out at the store. She said, let me just send you some money because you helped me out today. And it's just a blessing. Like, you have to know there's a higher power when things like that happen.
Right.
So I'm just grateful and thankful for all of this. And, we don't know what's going to happen next week, next month. But, right now, things are okay. And we are grateful.
Definitely.
And we have food to eat. We got a roof over our head, and and other blessings that that are happening in our lives.
And if you know somebody that that might be struggling or having some difficult times, if reach out to them, and a phone call, text, whatever. And if you know somebody, you got a couple extra dollars, somebody's hurting and you can afford to, shoot them something. And, we gotta take care of.
We in this together.
Yeah, we gotta take care of our people. So definitely, reach out to your loved ones, to your family members, friends, and just see how we can come together as a village and help each other out during this time.
Yeah, and shout out to the people that have been like giving out food to families that need food, and for the people that's giving out masks for free, like handmade masks for free. I mean, I know people are selling them, and that's another way you can make money during this time, because I know, like Robin, she's making masks, but she's also one of the people that had to go home and couldn't work because she's a hairstylist, but she's been making money with her masks, and it's a blessing. But shout out to those people that aren't even charging, just making masks or donating masks to the hospitals, and because we all in this together.
Yeah, and even the, of course, the hospital workers and, policemen, firemen, like all of those people that are right really on the front line.
On the front lines, yeah.
Man, thank you, and God bless y'all and your families for sure.
Yeah, we thank y'all. We really do thank y'all. Yeah, because I mean, even though all this is going on, we still see some good in all of this.
Yeah.
Even though we have a president that want to shoot off every day. Does he get on TV every day?
I don't know.
I think he does. I think he does. And every day he going off on reporters, and every day it's just, but even though we got all this going on, we still see the true characters of people out there, and I appreciate all the goodness that I'm seeing, because it brings me joy. It shows me that there's hope and there's love and kindness. No matter what they tell you out there, it's still people that love each other, loving each other, support each other, and care for each other, and it's just a good thing to see.
I agree, 100%. And so even to their point, like you see the good, but sometimes you kind of, I think what this has done too is like it kind of, in some ways you can kind of see what you mean to some people. And when times get rough and times get hard, people kind of, they'll either ride with you or they'll throw you to the side type thing. So or people they'll have your best interests at heart, or they won't. And they might be doing some some selfish things that'll benefit them but won't necessarily benefit you. So all those things kind of come to surface. And again, I think this whole process has just been just an awakening and a people, you can step back and say, okay, okay.
And I'm glad you said that, babe, because this is also a time for y'all to really pay attention, because this is some stuff we going through, and you need to really see who's gonna ride for you. So if you got a mate that you see is not riding for you, then it's time to make some changes, because you see, this ain't a game. We don't have time to play and try to build people and force people to love you, or be in toxic relationships and all that. We ain't got time for that no more. Like, it's time to love on yourself and just stop. Just stop with all the foolishness. If this not showing you now that life is too short, that life can just change in a matter of days, then, and would you rather the days that you have left be happy? I'm just saying, dang, it's time for people to wake up.
And, but I think that's what this is all about. It's just it's an
awakening.
Yeah, for the people.
It's an awakening. That's what it is.
For the people that need to be, for the people that they can see it and can take it for what it is. That's definitely what it is. It's an awakening. You got excited about it.
I did. I'm sorry. I got emotional about that one. But, I told you my emotions be up and down, baby. They up and down. Everything.
Yes.
Well, I don't know what he going to get me with. I'm like, let me see what she's doing today.
Yeah.
I'm happy today, baby. Like,
Yeah.
It's like, what are you doing? Why is this cabinet open?
We gonna get through it, though.
I need you to cook today. I'm sick of cooking.
We gonna get through it.
That's what I just bust out with. You cooking today. I'm sick of cooking. That's what he bust out with.
Yeah.
He just be sitting on the couch like, okay, trying to watch my show.
I don't have any problem.
What are you watching?
I was watching.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying that's what I bust out.
Yeah.
What are you watching?
Right.
And then
and then you talk about what I'm watching, because I'm not watching what you want.
Right.
To watch.
Like, I want him to watch certain things, and he gonna watch the most rare. What was you watching that movie with Tracy? Was it Tracy?
Oh, The Last OG.
Now, instead of you watching Atlanta, you sit and probably watch every episode of The Last OG.
I got about 1 or 2 more. Yeah, it's all right. No, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna tell you what it did. I watched the first couple episodes when it first came out, and I was like, but the more and more I watched, I like Tiffany Haddish. She's good. But then I saw a preview of JB Smooth.
Oh, okay.
And so I was like, okay, yeah, I need to go watch this so I can catch up and see what's happening. It's cool. It's
I've been watching Little Fires Everywhere with Alicia Silverstone. And Carol watching that. Ooh, it's so good. Oh, it's good. And then Lance told me yesterday I have to watch Tiger.
I tried.
I know, but Lance is like,
so
no, I'm just
now
saying.
hold on, now you don't listen to your husband, but then you listen to your light skinned friend, and you want
If somebody white said you got to watch it.
What's up?
Yeah, you got.
I ain't gonna lie, cause the white dude on I listen on the radio is what got me to watch it. So
what he said, yeah. What's the girl that said that he fed Carol? He said, yeah. They said Carol fed her husband to the tiger, and she did. And she did.
Yeah. If you watch it, yeah.
I gotta get past.
And honestly, I think they reopened the investigation on her. So yeah, she might be in some trouble. Yeah.
Well, he said I have to get through the first episode because Jazz said she couldn't get through the first episode.
But that's the same thing dude on the radio said. He was like, you got to get through the first episode, and then after that, then you into it. Yeah. It's cool.
How many episodes is it? Because I gotta wrap my mind around this thing.
It's cool. I mean, like I say, they crazy, but it's entertaining. And if you like, if you like stupid stuff, it's entertaining. I watch some crazy stuff. So a crazy movie I watched the other day was Snowpiercer. I think that's the name of it.
I thought you were gonna say platform.
I talked about that last time. Yeah.
You talked about the platform on this podcast?
Yes.
No, you didn't.
Okay,
maybe you did.
Yeah. I did, but you just
you might have mentioned it, but you didn't talk about what happened.
Okay,
I did mention it. Right. You just told me what happened the other day.
Right, and you got
and that's just no, because I saw other people's comments on Facebook about the platform, and they were equally as disgusted as I would have been if I would have watched it. And
some people like it, some people don't. But again, this movie, So this movie, Snowpiercer, it's kind of similar to that.
Is it?
I won't say it's just weird. It's kind of harsh. It's weird.
It's harsh stuff.
But it's Snowpiercer. But they're making a series out of it now because I can see why, because the way it ended, you could do storylines for days, years, really.
What is it about though?
It's about it's in the future that it was the second ice age and the whole planet froze, but it was this one guy who's a millionaire inventor. I don't want to give it away. So if you haven't seen it, or if you plan on watching, spoiler alert, right? So you've been waiting to say that, right? Spoiler alert, right? So the world was the second ice age. Everything froze, everything. But it was one guy. He was rich or whatever. He built a train, and he built. His dream was to build a train track or whatever that would go all around the world at all times, and just you could ride around the world and see things like that. But so it ended up there were select people that were put on the train, but you also had like select people. Then it was like general admission or whoever could make it onto the train. So they had in the back, of course, is like the bad section, the poor people, and then you got like middle class, and then you got like upper class at the front. And so you can't, you had all these different classes of people on the train, and it was just constantly going around and around and around. But it ended up, of course, the people in the back wanted to overtake the people in the front. And it's just a whole lot of.
So it's like set on a train?
Oh yeah, it's on the train. Like,
go to it.
We're gonna get one of these little ones a spanking here in just a minute. And you're not riding that bike today, I told you. But they riding, they just stuck on the train.
So it's set on the train.
It's on the train. Like some people have been on the train like 30, 40, 20, 30 years almost.
On a train?
On a train.
Okay.
But of course it's like, it's highly, they growing stuff, they got their own ecosystem, they got all the stuff in place.
On the train?
On the train, yeah.
Okay.
On the train. So it's kind of interesting.
Well, I have to like that weird stuff.
I do. I would.
But he won't watch Atlanta. I even told him to watch Dave. Dave is actually good.
I'm going to get to all that stuff when I get...
No, because he's so busy watching stupid stuff that he can't... Like, he'll really like Dave in Atlanta because he's a musician. But he is not... He really just don't watch it because I asked him to watch it.
Thank you.
But that's not...
But I'm saying, I'll get to it when I get ready to get to it. I'm not going... Just like I tell Todd all the time, when something new come out and everybody talk about it, I'm not gonna listen to it because everybody talking about it. So I'm just gonna wait.
To bother me.
I'm just gonna wait.
And then we could actually talk about the stuff. Like if he watched it, not watching, we could talk about it. But see, he don't want that kind of connection.
Yeah. Anyway, y'all stay safe.
Anything going on in the music world? Oh, let's talk about the concerts. Did we talk about Erykah Badu's concert?
Oh yeah, okay, we did. We talked about Erykah Badu.
But did we talk about her concert? Because you know she's had a second one.
We didn't talk about we talked about the first one.
Oh, okay, well she had a second one, y'all, and it was good.
Yeah.
I've really been enjoying these IG lives, and Erykah Badu, of course, her concert, you had to pay $2 for the second one, $1 for the first one. She's probably gonna charge $3 for the third one, but that's okay. I'm paying it. Yeah. But it was good. Yeah. Now,
and of course, the best verses that they've had was the T-Pain and Lil Jon. That was pretty good.
I really hate that I missed that because you sent me a message trying to get me to log on, and I was probably watching the Little Fires or something, but but I caught the tail end, and it was really good just at the tail end.
Yeah, so it was really good. It was really good. I'm looking forward to any other ones they're gonna do. I think they said they were gonna try to do Babyface and Teddy Riley, but I think they postponed that. Yeah, they're gonna try to make some money. But see, the thing too is like, I think people are realizing how powerful that is, because like even Lil Jon, what he was doing, like at the end of the thing, it's a new song with him and Usher and somebody else. He just kept playing a song over and over. Got really radio programming like they do, and so people gonna see that that's a way to break new music or new artists or things like that. So I'm sure that and just all the things that have been happening in this time in this digital space, virtual space where people are doing things from home or from remote areas. I don't think that's going away. I think that's even when we get back to
D-Nice has really caused a rift.
Yeah, but even when we get back to some sense of normalcy, right? It's going to still be a big thing and a big way to promote and do things in that digital space.
D-Nice has been on it all day long. I remember last night I didn't go to bed till 3. Some days I don't sleep, y'all. I know some of y'all not sleeping too sometimes. But I don't know. Last night I didn't want to go to bed. I was just stuck on the phone. And D-Nice was up at 2 in the morning playing. And he's...
That's not really late.
Well, it was 2 or 3. For New York time, isn't he in New York? Yeah. Either way, it was late. It was... for him to be playing at 4, and then he was playing in the wee hours of the night, I didn't think he was playing that late, so... I didn't stay on, but it was maybe 4,000 people on there with him that late. 4,000 plus. But yeah, he's really creating a movement. Yeah. And he deserves it.
Yeah, he's been rolling for a while.
Yeah. D-Nice is good. We put it on every now and then. Dance.
All right, well.
He probably on there now.
I think that's all we got today.
I was going to ask you, is there anything else going on in the music world now?
Not really. I'm just mixing.
Mixing for the peoples. For the peoples.
So that's something I can do at the house. So sitting here mixing and creating and all of that. I got some songs I need some vocalists on. I can't sing them myself, so as soon as we get back at it, I got some songs for some peoples.
Oh, that's
I got some stuff I've been praying for the time to work on. I finally got the time to work on it, so got some
songs to finish.
For sure.
That's good.
Yep.
Well, that's good, y'all. That's good. Anybody that's still at home and still doing what you love and getting to do what you love is a blessing.
Yep.
And so me and Walter are blessed that we can do that.
Yep. And it's time to get back to it. So,
yeah, I know, right?
So y'all stay safe.
Stay lifted.
Yes. And
stay in the light. Else. Yes, stay in the light, y'all. Even though it get dark sometimes. Just find your way out of it.
Say you gon' be there when it matters. Us against the